Hey, I'm gonna make this quick in a hurry. You kept asking for it. You did. So I went ahead, I went back, and I finished the What If Deku with the Naruto series. I hope you guys enjoyed the finale. If you did, smash the like button. I need y'all to kill it. 20 likes first week. You feel me? I need it. Also, if you want me to do it in Boruto, let me know down below. It'll be a while because I gotta watch the anime, but I'll think about it. And I'm trying to hit 1,000 subscribers. I don't know if I said that, but if I didn't, hit the sub button. Right? I got if Ichigo is my hero, I got another what up video in the Naruto universe coming up. I'm gonna try to alternate those, weekly. I'm gonna try, but you already know, man. I hope you guys are enjoying the series, or you enjoyed the series, and yeah, let me know if you want an epilogue or a Boruto continuation. I love you. Let's get into the content. Peace. Part 17 starts off with Madara getting his real body back. Sasuke attempts to fight him, but Madara counters everything he throws at him. At this time, Black Zetsu is talking to Kakashi and the 4th Hokage, telling them that they greatly underestimated him and Madara. During this time, Gaara leads the freed Bijus towards the fight, as Madara destroys some of the ninjas around him. As Madara fights the tailed beast, Deku and the other ninjas are facing Tobi, who's using a giant wood statue that is able to use the 5 nature transformations all at once. When this happens, the 3rd Hokage counters by making clones of his own and using the 5 nature transformations as well. Seeing this inspires Deku to act, remembering that he'll have to be at least as strong as the 3rd if he wants to protect the future Hokage one day. While he's having this thought, Naruto pops into his head, and then suddenly Gaara appeared with a lifeless Naruto with him. The sight of this shocks Deku and the others. As tears fall down Deku's face, he asks Gaara what happened. Gaara says he doesn't have time to explain and that they need to start healing Naruto right now, and that he has a plan to save him. Hearing this, Deku says that he'll come with them to help as much as possible. So Deku and Sakura join Gaara as they head to the 4th Hokage to get the other half of the Nine-Tailed Fox to save Naruto. Things from here play out pretty much the same for a while, with Black Zetsu stealing the Nine-Tailed Fox from the 4th Hokage, but having Obito regain control of his body before Madara can take it. The next change though happens when Madara is about to kill Kakashi, as Kakashi just warped Naruto and Obito into the Kamui dimension. Instead of Guy having to come and save him, Deku is actually able to lift Kakashi above the attack by using his Earth-style jutsus. When Guy does get there, the 4th Hokage explains to him that only Taijutsu and Shinjutsu will work on this form of Madara. This is when Guy activates the 8 gates, and things play out as normal, with him doing damage but being unable to finish Madara before the 8 gates runs out. Naruto comes back from the Kamui dimension and is able to stop Guy from dying, and then he's able to also heal Kakashi's eye that Madara took before he entered. Sakura and Deku were shocked to see what Naruto was able to do, while Sasuke, who had just arrived on the scene, is trying to get everyone to focus up and stay on guard. Deku does agree with Sasuke, but says after the war, he would love to know more about whatever power Naruto just used. Kakashi sits back and he watches them, and he thinks about how much Team 7 has grown since the first day he met them. Madara then reappears in front of Team 7 after regaining his eye from Obito, and Team 7 stands there, contemplating what to do next. Sakura attempts to rush forward to be a diversion, but Deku stops her. He knows that if Naruto gets hurt, she'll be the only one who can heal them, so he rushes in to be the distraction. He knows ninjutsu won't work, so he puts his chakra into his legs as he summons another bow staff. He then rushes at Madara, swinging his staff at his head, but is stopped by some invisible wall. Before Madara is able to stab Deku, Sasuke comes in and saves him. The rest of the fight plays out the same, as Naruto and Sasuke are the only two who have means to keep up with Madara. During the end of the fight, Madara puts everyone other than Team 7 in the Edo Tensei Hokage in an infinite Tsukuyomi. As he starts to gloat about how he's going to be the god of this shinobi realm, Zetsu attacks him, using the moment to revive Kaguya. This shocks Team 7, but they have no time to truly regroup as their fight versus Kaguya begins. She teleports them to a different dimension, and the first place that they go to is above a pit of lava. As they are falling, Sasuke saves Naruto, who yells that they need to go get the rest of the team. Sasuke simply tells Naruto to calm down, and that he wouldn't allow them to die in a situation like this. Naruto then turns back and looks at the rest of the team as he sees they're safely standing on hardened magma. Deku is able to use his lava style and his earth style jutsus to create ground for them to stand on. Deku yells that he'll protect them over here so Naruto and Sasuke can focus on the threat at hand. Deku then uses his jutsu to lift the ground up so that they can find safer areas to stand. As this fight goes on, it plays out pretty much the same. Kaguya's power to absorb chakra and teleport people to different dimensions makes it so Naruto and Sasuke are the only two there who can do any real damage to her. The change comes at the end of the fight, when Naruto and Sasuke are about to seal Kaguya. This time, it's a four-pronged attack, with Deku joining in the attack from the bottom as Sakura comes from above. Kaguya, who is surrounded by all four team members of Team 7, is unable to escape and is finally sealed. After Team 7 is summoned back, Sasuke starts his plan to create a new ninja world. When he states that he plans to kill the current Hokages, Deku instantly appears behind him with a kunai to his neck. Sasuke says that Deku's speed is impressive as always, but that even he should know there's nothing he can do to stop him. Deku breathes heavily. He's exhausted and says he knows, but that he won't allow Sasuke to kill anyone else that he cares about. And even more importantly, he won't allow Sasuke to fall any more into darkness. He puts his kunai down, and he tells Naruto he'll leave it up to him to bring Sasuke back, but that he'll be there to watch it this time, reminiscing about the first time they tried to retrieve Sasuke. Sasuke walks away, stating that Deku can do whatever he likes, but that he'll be unable to change anything. Naruto will die, and so will the Hokages. Naruto tells Deku to stay with Kakashi and Sakura, but Deku gives him a cold stare. Naruto understands that he can't stop Deku and tells him just to make sure he stays safe. As the three start to leave, Sakura says she's coming with, but is stopped by Deku. Deku tells her to take care of Kakashi, and when she refuses, he looks at Sasuke, who puts her into a genjutsu. Kakashi asks Deku why he would do that, and Deku says that they both know that Sakura will put her life in danger if she followed, and that he's not sure if he'll be able to protect her. The three leave, and while Kakashi watches them go, he notes that he can tell the influence that not only the third had on Deku, but Danzo as well. As Deku watches the fight, he thinks about how much these two outclass everyone else. He wonders why they allowed him to come watch in the first place, understanding fully that Sasuke could have killed him whenever he wanted. As the fight reaches its climax, Naruto and Sasuke have their final clash. Deku moves in, making sure that the two are still alive, and when he gets there, he notices that their arms are destroyed and that they're bleeding out. Deku uses his fire jutsu to stop the bleeding. After he helps Sasuke, Sasuke simply asks him why he would do that, even after he killed his teacher and all the other things that he's done. Deku smiles and says that Sasuke's always been one of the people he wanted to protect. He also says that even though he did kill Danzo, he understands, and he thinks that the third would want him to help Sasuke anyway. Deku then asks him why he allowed him to follow him. Sasuke says that Deku's always been one of the few people he's respected. Sakura and Kakashi then arrive on the scene as Sakura hits Deku, asking him to never do that again. She then sees the two injured ninjas on the ground and does a better job of healing them. Once Sasuke and Naruto are back on their feet, they join hands to release the infinite Tsukuyomi. Once things calm down and Kakashi becomes Hokage, Sasuke is pardoned from all of his crimes and plans on leaving the village. While he's leaving, he runs into Deku, who's wearing a rabbit mask. Sasuke said it's surprising that out of all of them, Deku would be the one to join Anbu. Deku takes off his mask, and with a smile, he says for right now, this is the best way he can protect the village. He then tells Sasuke that if he ever needs any help, to let him know. Sasuke simply smiles, turns around, and walks away. And this is how Deku's story would end in Naruto.